What's going on, everyone? Thanks for clicking on the video. I know, it's been a really long time since I uploaded. But while I've been gone, I've had time to reflect on things. You see, the ups and downs of this past year have made me realize just how much I love doing this. Making videos for you, right here on YouTube. It's exactly where I want to be, and I hope that you stay along for the ride because I'm going to be working hard to make this channel better than it ever was before.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god, stop fucking lying.
What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to Jagan Gaming. So again, like I said yesterday, I do apologize about the quality of audio. I've been messing around with my Blue Yeti mic, and unfortunately it looks like I'm gonna have to either take it back for a refund or send it in for them to repair it. I actually did get the computer to recognize it. However, what I discovered is that the USB port on the microphone doesn't hold the cable in very well, so the cable is very loose. So it's not holding in. I guess it's not getting a connection. If you hold it in, if you grab it and hold it in, then it connects and then everything starts running. But even then I still could get the mic to work, but at least the computer was recognizing it. So right now I'm waiting for Blue Yeti to contact me, and I'll have to see what my options are. But eventually I am going to have to get a better mic, because right now I'm just using a Logitech HD cam / microphone, and in my opinion it's not the best quality, but I got to work with what I got, for at least for right now. Alright, so anyway, I saw that Filip Miucin posted a video on his YouTube channel. Now, for those of you who don't know who Filip Miucin is, he was a game journalist for IGN until he got caught plagiarizing a game review, and that was pretty much the beginning of the end as far as his career in game journalism was concerned. The channel that he plagiarized from was called Boomstick Gaming, and it was pretty much, I would say, excuse me, 80 to 90% plagiarized. It was all, in some parts, it was almost word for word. But that's not the entire thing that did him in. It was his incredible response to being called out by Boomstick Gaming, which again was the channel that he plagiarized from. Rather than just admit, okay, I'm sorry, I made a mistake, I didn't intend for this to happen, or just have some kind of, accountability, he instead refused to apologize. He gave a very lackluster apology, and then he decided to double down and then proceeded to call numerous individuals at IGN out. So, of course, the internet took him up on his challenge, and IGN discovered that there were several other instances of plagiarism in his in his work, and it was so bad that IGN had to pull everything he had ever done in his time with IGN. So every game review, every article that he wrote, everything had to be pulled because there was so much plagiarism that was done. Basically, he was taking credit for the work of others. And this happened a couple of months ago, so now he's posted a video for the first time, and it looks like he's doing a review on a Bluetooth peripheral for the Nintendo Switch. And again, he gave a very lackluster, it was extremely lackluster. Never once did he apologize to Boomstick Gaming or any of the other gaming channels or authors that he plagiarized from. He never once said, I did this, I'm sorry, I plagiarized your work, it'll never happen again. Nothing like that. It was just a very lackluster apology. And when you go to his channel and look at his video, and it's about the first 30 seconds of the video is the apology, and then he goes on into his review of the this Bluetooth accessory. When you look at it, it's just, you look at the comments, and you can tell from reading the comments that the damage is done. Okay, his career in game journalism is over. Now, there were a few people who said, hey, Filip, welcome back. I think I can speak for everyone and say that we forgive you. Hell no. because when you read those comments, that was like maybe the first 3 comments, but then you scroll down, and then you can see the actual, how the gaming community actually feels about him, and no one's going to trust him. No one's going to believe anything that comes out of his mouth. As far as I'm concerned, your days of giving reviews are pretty much over. Again, look at the comments on the video that he just posted, I believe today, and you'll see where people are saying, hey Phil, where did you get this information from? Okay, whose review did you steal this time? Okay, these game journalists, in my opinion, just aren't really people I can take serious. I've never taken them seriously, and he is a clear example. And there are a lot of game journalists who actually do good work, and he gave them an extremely bad rep. There's a horrible representation of what game journalists do. Now, I don't remember the YouTube channel I was viewing. This was a while ago, where someone mentioned, and I'm sorry, I can't remember the name of the channel, but they mentioned that a lot of these people who end up being game journalists, they don't go to college with the intent of being a game journalist. Okay, Filip Miucin started off as a YouTube, I guess he has his own YouTube channel, and he was discovered by IGN. Okay, and several people said Boomstick Gaming should work for IGN, because when you look at his actual review, it to me was a quality review of, I believe the game was Dead Souls. So because of that whole little scandal, he got a lot of publicity, and as did the developers of Dead Cells. So both of them kind of made out pretty good. I think his channel has doubled in subscribers ever since that happened. But the thing is, like I was saying, what the individual on the YouTube channel I was watching mentioned is that these guys don't go to school with the intent of being a game journalist. When they major in journalism, some of them, they have those aspirations of, writing for the New York Times or the Washington Post or any kind of major news outlet. That is the dream. That is their calling. And then unfortunately, it doesn't work out, and they end up becoming game journalists. So, and as a result, a lot of those game journalists aren't gamers. Okay, and if you look at past, work from a lot of these game journalists, like when Cuphead came out and the guy couldn't figure out, how to work the controls. It was some of the most pathetic shit I'd ever seen in my life. My 7-year-old daughter could have figured this out. This guy he sat there for like, 15, 20 minutes trying to work these controls. Okay, this is what you expect out of a game. This is what I expect out of a game journalist. Okay, so his level of plagiarism is absolutely unforgivable, and as far as I'm concerned, the gaming industry as a whole should be closed to him. Okay, I can tell you this much. Personally, I would never trust anything that comes out of his mouth. Okay, not when so much that you've done has been plagiarized. There is no way I would believe any review or anything, any kind of review, any kind of really anything that has Filip Miucin's name on it. Okay, as far as I'm concerned, your days of doing a review, anything, those days are over, dude. Okay, you need to read the writing on the wall. It's time to either stick to start doing other things in the gaming community, but as far as doing reviews, anything, if it has your name on it, no one's gonna believe it. And I don't know if, and again, you were doing a review on Nintendo, and from what I've seen on various other YouTube channels, Nintendo, I guess, doesn't like it when people view their stuff or review their stuff. I don't know. For some reason, they don't really like social media when people do reviews on their products, I guess. I'm not 100% sure on that. But given your situation and what's happened, if I were a developer, I would not want you reviewing anything that I developed. Okay, if I were a game developer, if I were Nintendo or anyone and you're doing a review, I would strike that shit. There is no way I would have you doing a review on any of my products, Because people like me, especially people like me, they're going to look at it and say, hell no. You know, he says this is the best thing since sliced bread. I'm not going to trust anything this guy says. And then as a result, you know, the developer might end up suffering as a result of that because they don't believe you. Okay? And the thing is, you have no accountability. You had two opportunities when it initially happened and just now where you could have given a heartfelt apology. Okay? Not once did you ever tell Boomstick Gaming, hey man, I'm sorry. It's not hard. I mean, there have been times where I've had to, you know, pull someone to the side and say, hey, I'm sorry, I was wrong. Okay, there have been plenty of times in my career in the Air Force where I had to do that. But, you know, I'm man enough to admit when I'm wrong. Okay? I can admit when I'm wrong. It's part of being an NCO. Okay? Having accountability. And I can't fucking stand when people on social media fuck up and they always give this ass backwards type apology. Okay? They can never look in the mirror and say, okay, that's the problem and I need to fix it. They can never do that. Okay? And then in the end, you end up making things 10 times worse. Okay? Hell, look at Mundane Matt. Perfect example. Okay, look at the shit he's in. Okay, his channel is just steadily just purging subscribers, or he's his channel is just bleeding to death, or however the hell you want to say it. And most of it is because when he got caught, he did not own up for what he did. Okay, you could tell the only reason he apologized was because he got caught, plain and simple. He didn't have a choice. So when he started admitting, hey, I'm real sorry, this was my fault, the only reason he did that was because he was caught. He didn't have a choice. Okay, the only reason he was sorry was because he got caught. Okay, and now as a result, look at his channel. I think he's lost over 20,000 subscribers. Okay, the only person I know who can afford to lose that many subscribers is someone like PewDiePie or Jake or Logan Paul or one of those guys. Okay, where 20,000 subscribers, there's a drop in a bucket of them. They've got millions of subscribers. Okay, that's probably not going to hurt their channels that much. Okay, now someone like Mundane Matt, or Filip Miucin, hell yeah, that's going to fucking kill you. Okay, but these guys don't understand that basic concept. You cannot afford to lose these kind of subscribers, and if you can't give a heartfelt apology, and just own up to what you're doing, then your channel's going to tank. Okay, and for him, he does have his supporters, so I would imagine maybe he'll recover over this. Young Ye made a video on him. He made actually a really good video, and I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. And he mentioned, I don't want to see this be the end of Filip Miucin. You should be able to move on when you make a mistake, but if you keep fucking up, then you're not going to be able to move forward. You're just not. Okay? He cannot own up that, yes, I plagiarized, and either I was being lazy, I was overwhelmed with work, and I saw this guy's review and it was really good, so I plagiarized it so that I can focus on other projects I was doing. I don't know. I'm pulling it out of my ass here. I'm assuming that's what happened. Either that or he was just lazy. Okay, either way, his type of plagiarism in the military will get you kicked out. Okay, if you get caught cheating like that on a promotion test, or any other type of, if you're doing your PME or professional military education, when you're having to do an in-residence course like Airman Leadership School or the NCO Academy, if you do any kind of plagiarism or cheating, that's grounds to get separated from the military. Okay, they don't fuck around with this. I mean, hell, right now I'm in graduate school. Okay, his type of plagiarism would get you kicked out of school, because it wasn't like like you forgot to put a citation somewhere and say, oh hey, sorry about that, and then maybe you get docked a whole letter grade or something like that. 80 to 90% of the review he made was plagiarized from Boomstick Gaming. So you know, you can't. I mean, you can't even say, "Hey, it was an accident. It was intentional." Definitely, of course, it was intentional. But it is what it is. Okay, so let me know what you think. You know, feel free to write a comment down below. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button, and I will see you guys next time.